All right, we are here inside the Denver Broncos training facility. Thankful to be inside. It's almost 100 degrees outside here in Colorado. Nice stop on my training camp tour. We have 5 takeaways from the Broncos. Takeaway number 1, the quarterback competition is still very much open, and I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. I think this thing is going to last at least a little while longer. My personal opinion, I think Sean Payton would like to see the guys in at least 1 preseason game, maybe 2 preseason games, but of late, he has narrowed the reps a little bit, where Jarrett Stidham and Bo Nix are taking the lion's share of the first team reps. Doesn't mean Zach Wilson's out of the competition, but that has narrowed a bit over the last couple of days. And Bo Nix has really impressed everybody here with his football aptitude, how quickly he's picked up everything, and his work ethic. So that's giving him a chance, as a guy who started 60 games in college, to play right away in the NFL. Takeaway number 2, the Broncos feel great about where they are at the running back position, and that's a spot they may have to lean on at least early in the year. Javonte Williams has come back healthy. Looks like he's capable of being the team's bell cow. He's down 10 pounds, so he's moving a little bit quicker. They expect big things from Williams, and they have real depth at that position now too. A name to watch, one of the stars of camp, and this may be a fantasy alert for all of you out there, Audric Estime, the 5th-round pick out of Notre Dame, has been an absolute bowling ball. He's gotten even better as the pads have gone on. He's a name that I would expect to have a significant role in the Broncos offense. Takeaway number 3, because they'll be leaning on the running game, they'll also be leaning on the offensive line, and they've invested in the offensive line, and how the offensive line plays could depend at least somewhat on what happens at the center position. They lost Lloyd Cushenberry to Tennessee, and they're having an open competition to figure out who's going to be Cushenberry's replacement. Luke Wattenberg, 3rd-year player, is fighting it out with Alex Forsythe, a 2nd-year player who was actually one of Nix's teammates at Oregon. So again, whoever wins that competition, how that guy plays, goes a long way to determining how the offensive line group as a whole plays. Takeaway number 4, there's increased competition on the roster. They feel better about their depth. They feel better about their athleticism. And in 2 places in particular, that's shown up. At the receiver spot, they've got Cortland Sutton back. They've got Tim Patrick back. They've got Marvin Mims back. A couple of rookies, though, are making a real bid for real playing time in the fall. One's Troy Franklin, another one of Nix's teammates from Oregon, and then Devon Vele. So Franklin and Vele have a real chance to play. And then at corner, the spot opposite Patrick Surtain is open, and both Damari Mathis and Riley Moss have had really impressive camps fighting it out to see who's going to be starting at that spot. Finally, takeaway number 5. Again, it was hot out there today. This was a difficult practice. They went for 2.5 hours. They had gassers at the end. It looked a lot like what I saw when I came here last year. Sean Payton has said over and over he wants a callous team. He feels like that helped them from an injury standpoint last year. Obviously, his roots with Bill Parcells and all his time in New Orleans, of course, shows what he's been as a coach, so no different in that department. He does feel like the response he's gotten this year has been outstanding, though. A younger, hungrier group this year that reminds him a little bit of his early teams in New Orleans.